Okay, Rob here with Market Website Design. I'm here to go over the WP e-commerce shopping cart for WordPress and our themes. Okay, so let's get started. Let me first start off by saying what we will be covering in this video. Okay, we're going to be covering installing the plugin, the WP e-commerce shopping cart, and setup and showing you how to design it on your site somewhat. We're going to show you how to use the shopping cart widget, which you guys see on my screen here. I'm going to be pointing to a few things, so watch for my little pointer here, and how to display certain things on your site. Okay, of course we sell themes, okay, but you're going to be probably selling different kinds of products and stuff. Okay, so when you are done watching this, you will be able to know how to set up your theme like ours, or you can do it your way. Or keep in mind, if you purchase a theme from us, we will do this for you, no charge. We will set up the shopping cart and tell you what the easiest way to run it, and if you want to change things, of course, that's fine, but it's super easy to do. But if you just say, hey, please set it up for me and kind of tell me what to do, where do I add my images, blah blah blah, it's fine. We don't have a problem with that. It's easy to do. Okay, so when you are done, what we do is we run. I'm going to start to go over some of the things here, the way it looks, and then I'm going to go back into settings and stuff. I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible because these videos can run so long and they just get boring, so I don't want to bore you. So if you have to take a break, pause me. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, when you start setting up stores, you can have a link just like this. It's going to come like with 3 of them. This is your store. Ours is called the WordPress theme store. This shows all of our themes. In your case, it would show all of the stuff that you guys are basically selling. As you can see on my screen, this image here, this box will grow or shrink. It all depends on the size of the image that you guys put into your products. So keep that in mind. Whatever image size you guys choose will determine the size of this little box with this line on it. And then you have more details, add to cart, so forth. Okay, first of all, everybody always says, how do you guys do the categories on the side? How is that hard to do? We don't see that. It's really easy to do. I mean, I see it all the time on sites. It's just a widget, and this is just the newest themes widget. Well, we use it for themes, of course. You guys are going to use it for whatever you guys are basically selling. And this is just the shopping cart widget on the right. Now, this is the upgraded version, the grid view. So keep in mind, when you purchase this right out of the box, it's going to list them a little bit different unless you go to grid view, and you would have to get the gold cart for that. So very similar to this. This is your pager. It's going to list all the stuff that you guys have in there. So again, let's keep moving along. I'm going kind of fast here, but we're going to go straight into the setup. Let's go in there now. Let's go in something I have going. This is our demo, this is our computer theme demo, just a test one. It doesn't have anything really spelt right or anything. It's just there just to teach. Okay, this is the, as I was saying earlier, you can see the checkout button, transactions, your account. You can hide all of this stuff. You can show whatever you guys want. We don't show any of this. We just show the products page, and we rename this. And this is the way the products will look. Now keep in mind, this is a 2-column setup by default on your plugin coding. The way the coding's done, it's set up by having a 2-column. So whatever size your image is, I'll try to say this as easy as possible just so you guys understand. If this is a large image, it's going to push everything to the right. If it's smaller, it's going to wrap around, and it's going to wrap around on the bottom of your image, and that's done through the way it's basically built. So if you guys try to change things around and you're wondering why it doesn't work right, it's because it's always going to wrap. Okay, now let's go straight into here, and I'll explain this going into settings, but right now I just want to show you the way things are going to look. These are variations, so if you got different like we sell themes, different style of themes, slideshow browser, full size header, Facebook color scheme, whichever way somebody wants to choose, they would just choose it here, and then they just hit add to cart. Now watch this. When they hit add to cart, what's going to happen here is the shopping cart, which I've told it is to appear on this page. I just should have scrolled down quicker. This thing moves. Okay, so I'm going to clear it real quick, and let's do that one more time. So first you have to choose something. If you don't choose anything here, this basically shakes. So I'm going to choose Facebook color scheme, add the cart. Now watch right here on my screen. Keep watching right here. See, it just moved. So that's the shopping cart. All they have to do is click checkout, and they're basically checking out. This is a demo. It hasn't been set up with the PayPal setup, but you can see it's for testing, so it really looks like it is going to work. You just hit purchase and go. This is running one sidebar, okay, just so you guys know. So now let's go back to ours real quick. This is the shopping cart on the page, which is really nice. You can't miss it. When somebody buys, well, when somebody's checking something out, they're going to see it because it's there on their page, versus going to here and they're going to buy something here. Now watch this. If I was to buy this, add the cart, if I was to pick a theme that's way down and your shopping cart is not viewable, they're not really going to see it. So we kind of, like on ours, like if they were to purchase this one here, you can't see the shopping cart because it's way up. But watch this. I'm going to hit shopping cart. It's not going to show it, but it's working. It's right here. They have to scroll up. There it is. See, it shows here. So sometimes it's better to use on page, or hopefully they're going to find it. So it's just the way you guys set up pages. Most people know that the shopping cart's around here somewhere, and they're going to basically find it. You can also have a little voice come up. You can get really custom and have something that comes up in a voice says, please go to shopping cart and right sidebar, whichever way you guys want. So there it is here, and they hit checkout and they go. So this has two of them because we were playing around with it earlier. Don't worry about that. We're going to clear the cart. So that is the widget. We actually prefer to use the shopping cart on the sidebar. We kind of like that versus the on page. I personally like them both. So that's the way it goes. Anyhow, this can be all kinds of products that you guys are basically selling, and you're not going to show the little number. I'm not sure if I talked about that, how many products you have next to the category, unless you choose subcategories. Then it's going to list all the subs under the main one. So again, it's not going to show the number. People always ask, how do you show the number, like on the regular default category view on WordPress, which always shows. This one won't, unless you use subcategories under the main category. We don't do that. We just use the main one, and we list as many products as we want under each one. We don't even have a lot of categories here on ours, on ours, because we do a lot of one-off themes. So a lot of the themes that we build are just one-offs. Okay, so that's the way it works. Somebody wants to see all your pages. This is gonna grow, and you're just going to have a lot of themes here, or products, whatever you guys are basically selling. So let's jump out of here real quick and go straight into here. And now we're going to go right into the dashboard. Let me try to cover this real quick, which is the installation of this. You guys all already know that the plugin, like if I go to install plugins, the name of this plugin, of course, let me just cover it real quick, is wp-ecommerce. That's it. It's right here. This is the one you guys want. If you have WordPress experience, you guys should know how to install. I'm not going to cover that. So this is it's already active, and it's ready to go. As soon as it's active, you're going to see this little guy light up, products, and this is going to be yours. Add new, product tags, category, variations, coupons. Okay, and then you're going to get one more. It's going to be under settings. You're going to look for store. Okay, so when you click on store, this is where you're going to set all your main settings. So this is where you really want to go first. I just covered everything else to show you what your store can look like in about, if it's your first time doing this, it'll probably take you half hour. Okay, general settings, just go ahead, and I'm going to cover these really quick because else this video is going to be long. You can do this on your own. It's super easy. Just whichever country you guys are basically in, you just set it. We're in USA. We leave this on all, keep in stock for 1 day. We sell downloadable products. If you guys are using shipping, you're going to leave shipping on. That's on the next one, of course. Currency settings, we use the dollar. We got it ticked on. And just hit save changes. As you keep going, these things are just so easy to turn off and on. There's nothing really to learn here. This we're going to cover on another video. This is where you back up. So you flush the theme, you back it up, and so forth. I should just touch on that really quick. Go ahead and back up your WordPress theme. This is your store, so if anything ever happens when you guys do your upgrades on WordPress, you already backed up. So before you do an upgrade on WordPress, always make sure you backed up your WordPress theme. If you click all these on, it's going to save them all to another file, a file directory on your main server. Okay, so don't want to confuse anybody who's not really into servers and files and folders and all that stuff. But if you need help with that, you can contact us and we'll show you how it's done, or you can contact your hosting company and they will walk you through it. Super easy to do, but always back up your WordPress theme before you guys upgrade. Okay, enough of that. Let's go straight into these settings here. I'm going to scroll up and down. We're going to cover this real quick. Up and down, add to cart. We have ticked on. Okay, and we're going to be using PayPal standard. Most people will. They're going to use that if you guys are just starting out. So we got this. You can see on. I already have this on Zoom, so hopefully you guys can see this. Hide add to cart button. Yes, no. We have it on no. So we got the first four, well, it's including this one's 5. They're all no. You can put this one yes or no. That's just a little link that's on top of each product. You can, if somebody can click on that, and it basically goes straight to the product from the display of the products page. Not to confuse you, it's easy. Tick it on and off, play with this. It's not a big deal. Just leave this one on no. Okay. Quantity field, and then right here, this one's going to be grayed out unless you guys do the goal cart. Leave that one alone. Default view, start off with 10 till you guys learn how to do this. Leave it on 10, leave these 2 off, check these 3 on, play with them the way you guys just need to play with this stuff over and over in order to get the feel of it. Easy to do though. Show list of categories, we got this on no. Show all products, we got that. Now as you start to add categories to your products and your list starts to grow, you're going to see that here, and you can already see laptops here, all products here. Okay, and I'll go into some of that here in a minute. Just show breadcrumbs, no. We got this one ticked on. Product groups is on, sliding off. This one's on, off, off. Okay. And the shopping cart, we have this one set on page. This is the one that I'm showing you on page. Ours, the one on our own store, is widget. We have ours just set on widget, and this is the manual one, and I'm not going to cover that. Okay, just that's coding. We're not going to do that. Okay, and we're coming down here. Do you want to use the tax? Yes, no. Products, description, yes, yes. The count on no. Grid view we got on yes. Doesn't do anything anyhow unless you pay for the goal cart. And right here is where you guys really have to watch out. Whatever you set your settings here on the thumbnail size for images, you'll start to learn what these images do. These are the ones when somebody purchases, when they check out, and when they click on the actual image on the product page. So they grow kind of, it's got like a little zoom on it. Okay, so we always set ours the same exact size, and we kind of go big so they can see exactly what that product is. But keep in mind, your text is going to wrap around unless you get the gold cart, and then it changes the way it displays. So you have to play with that and just keep coming down here. Crop, yes, yes, yes. And this is the way it shows how many numbers the products show on page. You put yes, yes, and then we click both. Position it where it's going to show. It's not just top or bottom. This is both. We're not going to use this. The intense data, debate is on no, and then just hit save changes, and you guys are basically done. Now you're still going to need to go over some of these other ones on the top, and I will go real quick on this one. There's really, when you're just starting out, make sure you're doing it on a test page, of course. But I'm going to hit admin. Now this is kind of important. Max, if you're selling downloadable products, this is how many times somebody is going to be able to download that zip file before it doesn't work anymore. So you can tell it 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, whatever you guys want. Okay, so and there's just a few other things in here just to look at. I don't want to go over. This is your message, the receipt from. It's pretty much easy stuff here. Let me just see if I'm missing anything. Lock downloads to IP address. Yes, that means it's locked. You have to learn what this stuff does. And store admins, the terms and conditions, you put that here. So when this locks down, that basically means that if they try to do it from another PC, they're not going to be able to download that product, and they're going to exceed the amount of times anyhow. So if you have this set to 1, it's not going to work anyhow. Pretty cool stuff, and you get all this free. So we're going to go to no, we're not going to save it. We're just it wants me to save changes. Okay, let's go back up. Now we're on taxes, of course. This is just the taxes. Just go ahead and set it. Very easy to do. See, there's not much to actually tick on and off. I'm not going to go through all these. This thing's going to get long. Shipping, if you're using downloadable products on the main general settings, you can turn it off and on. And there's not much there. Payments is the main one you guys want to come to. Standard is what you guys are going to do. Easy to do. Okay, I'm going to show you really quick. Just take the tick off this one, of course. You're going to click settings, and all you're going to do is put your username, which is your email address here for PayPal, and you guys are done. That's it. Hit save changes, and that's it. And checkout, it's got a few other things. Just go ahead and read them. If you want somebody to if you want to force them to have an account before they can start purchasing products, you can tell them to do that here. I suggest if you're just starting out, please practice on the test page, and it's up to you to do that. I probably wouldn't do it. Let them purchase something and leave. If you feel that you really need them to have a membership with you, then that's fine. Do it. There's all the settings here, and marketing, social marketing, a little bit of stuff here, and import. You can do CSV, and it's pretty much it. So it's really simple to use. I know I went through this fast, and just remember, we will do this for you. So if you guys purchase a theme from us, want us to set it up for you, it's done right, it's done fast, and you can have a store up and running. If you did it yourself, it's going to take you about a half hour, maybe an hour max, and start playing with these pages, and you can do any of this. Now this is the test site again. As you can see, I have my sidebar. If you're running one of our themes, you can always turn these off or on. You can have another sidebar here just by clicking one click. We have laptops on, so this would grow. If we have a bunch of products we're basically selling, they can hit laptops, cameras, cases, and just click here if they were all listed here. Now you can put on any theme, just like it is here, pictures, and then have links, and even have the image go straight to a product. So we'll show you how to do all that. So you can set this up to have all kinds of images. So if I wanted to, I would just hyperlink here to the actual product page. So when you create a product, it would just go straight there. So let's go in there real quick, and I'll show you how that's basically done on one of the, well, I'm not going to show you everything, but let's just, this video is going to grow and grow. Here's the product. So we're going to go to, I'm just going to go to add new. There's one there. If we had a whole bunch, you would actually see them here. So let's just click add new, or duplicate. You can do that as well. Give it a title, put your text in here. Very easy to do. I've already created all products and laptops. Always keep in mind, I changed this one by default. It's called categories. We change ours to all products, and You always have to have it on every time you add something new, or your product will not show in the themes, I mean, not themes, in your product store. So always make sure that's on. Whatever you, when you create a new one, tick it on, put your price in. Whatever your price is, you just put your price right there. So if it's 24.95, there it is, that's it. Put a sales price is really cool. All this stuff is so easy to use. Variations is if you have different colors and stuff, like say you had red, white, and blue stuff that you were selling, or different sizes, you would do that here. You just click setup, set it up, and go back to manage. I'm not going to do that. It's easy to do. We can show you how. Remember, if you bought a theme from us, we'll just walk you through it. And this is where you do your downloadable link. If you used one in the past, just click here. If not, browse, go to your hard drive, grab the zip file, and it's going to appear here where I'm pointing here. And it's going to give you a test too. You can actually test it. This is your images. You're going to click here and upload your image, and it's going to appear right here, so you'll always see it. And I'm going to show you that, what it kind of looks like when I go into products. Here's our test product. Keep in mind when you're adding products, see how I put my mouse over, duplicate appears. You can just click that, and if you're putting in similar products that you basically just put in, all you have to do is click that, and that saves you a lot of time, price. You're gonna have to change images, of course, unless it's something that has the same image, but probably not. Anyhow, click edit. Well, I'm going to click edit and show you here. This is just text that we put in. Use the WYSIWYG to set it up. You don't have to put images in here. Images go here. Keep that in mind. Always put your images here only. Do not put images here. It's going to get in the way of the way this is set up. By default, the plugin has been set up as a 2-column setup, so it has the image on the left and the text on the right. You can't see that here because you just can't. It's just the way it is, and you'll see that every time you put something in there. And you can do SEO. We have the all-in-one SEO pack in. Put your description. It looks kind of weird because I have it on zoom, so everything's scrunched up. There's the price. You cannot control the price because variations is on. We have variations on. You can see that here. We have 3 of them. You can control the price here. Let's close that. And there's your picture. That's what it looks like. Add your categories. Hit update, and you guys are good to go. And you can view the products, all that stuff. Keep in mind, one thing I do want to talk about is if you're running a cache, make sure that your cache is not caching on the checkout page, or it's not going to show anything. A lot of times we get people asking, well, why isn't my checkout page showing anything? Something's wrong. It's because you're running a cache. Turn off. You don't have to turn your cache off in the whole entire site, but just make sure that it's not caching that one page, which is your checkout. So again, I'll say it, the checkout page cannot have the cache on. You cannot cache your checkout page. Okay, so that was pretty much it on that. I am going to, let's see, I pretty much covered all of it. So again, you can have your store looking like this. This is the grid view. We have ours, we're running one large sidebar here with a sheet width here. This is on zoom. It doesn't look like it should because it's on zoom. This is 1,000 width sheet width on ours. This is 1,000 width from side to side, and this is a full width header on this one here. Just I wanted to say that so people understand why everything looks the way it does. It's pushing all these products into a square, and they're keeping towards the left here due to there's not enough room to put 2 of them. Okay, so they're doing this because it's on grid view, and this is the goal cart system. Okay, and we're running, these are just widgets here that show everything here. So let's go in there and look at the widgets really quick and see how that works. That's what I haven't showed you. Let's go straight into appearance, and we're going to go into widgets. As you can see, I've already dragged the widget up there. I even have the shopping cart there, which I really shouldn't have, but since we're here, anyhow, enough of that. Products, just drag over your widget. It's going to say product categories by group, which is over here somewhere. There it is, this one here. Okay, and there it is. and basically name it whatever you guys want. And when this list grows, as you start to add uh, ca- categories, you'll have like 40 or 50 of or 60 of them, I don't know, 100. Just tick them off and on. So as you guys start to grow your list, you turn them off and on. You don't have to have the main one on, only on the product, because whatever you show here is just, this is just to show on your widget. You don't have to use these. If you do, you will see what it does, and just hit close. If you wanted it to use your shopping cart as a widget instead of the product appearing, excuse me, instead of the shopping cart appearing on top of the product, so that's the in-page shopping cart system, this will override it. So if you add this, you need to make sure that you set it on your store settings. So you would have to go here first, excuse me, and go right here and tell it that you have to put this here on widget if you wanted to use the widget. So even though I have it set there, it's not going to do anything because I have that set there. And then you always have to hit update. We'll save changes and you guys are basically done. So if you want it to look like ours on our site, that's what we do. We run the shopping cart widget. That has to be ticked on, and then it's going to work there. So again, you saw how that's done. And then if you want to run newest themes up there, we just go back into widgets, and you will see that here. I believe it's latest products. There it is right there. That's the one you're going to drag over. I'll do it right now so you guys can see it. And that's it. Just give it a name, and it's going to list. You can put this on 5, 10, 15. It's going to list the newest products that you guys are putting out, and it's going to list them at the very top. It's just like ours. We do that here on ours. Here's ours right there. We just named it newest themes, just added, and that's them. Okay, so that's the way the theme store, well, ours is a theme store, of course. Yours could be cameras or anything, and it just, they click there. We don't show all this by default. This will show. Let me show you this really quick. This is the other pages. You can turn all these off. Your account, transactions, checkout. We don't show any of that. We only show our products page, and we rename this, and then we use the widgets over here like I just showed you. So it depends on the way that you guys want to set up the store, what you guys are selling. Design preference is your choice. So whichever way you guys want, that's the way it's going to work. This plugin is free, keep in mind, and they also have the gold cart to add grid view. It's one of the best plugins I would say out there for shopping carts, and that's as much as I can say on that. We use it, so it works with our themes, and we will install it for you if you purchase the theme from us. Any questions on any of this, just go ahead and contact us, and we will try to help you out with this. Easy to do, easy stuff. Okay, so I'm pretty much done here, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Okay, thanks, bye-bye.